I am going to show you how I can use a handy little sink strainer to do a pour that will make kind of like a flower. It makes like a little explosion of colors and things, and I really like this technique. It's kind of fun. I'm going to start. I have a cup of paint here that I have layered lots of different various random colors, but I'm just going to very slowly start pouring it into my sink strainer. And as I pour it, you'll see some of the colors coming in. And again, how I spoke earlier about it being kind of an art and a science, the slower I go or the faster I go, it will yield very different results. Also, sometimes I just pour it in one spot. I don't keep spinning in a circle like I'm doing this time. And that also yields different results. But I'm going to pour all of that paint out. All of these crazy colors. And, let's see if I can move my camera so you can see the side of this, because this is what's really impressive. If you look underneath the strainer, there's some cool things happening there. And let's see. I have to give it just a moment to let the paint continue to go through, but while I'm doing that, I'm going to use just some unbleached white paint to put around the outside of this ring that I've made, because what that will do is help the paint to move when I'm ready to start tilting it. And I'm trying to get the paint close to the colors that are on the canvas and let them go up and touch it. They let it kiss it. All right, are you ready? Let's see if I can do this with a steady hand. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to hold it for a second and take it out. So you can see there's a lot going on there. In fact, if I zoom in, you can see some really cool details. Now, the trick is, it's all going to change as I start moving it. So I can see where some of my paint already is running off the edge here. I have to cover my corners because otherwise the paint tends to stop running at the corners, and that kind of can be a problem. And let's see, got a little stick here that I can kind of help spread it just a little. And I apologize, my garage lighting is not great. It actually isn't, the base that I'm using is not as yellow as this camera is making it look. All right, I'm gonna torch just to create a little bit of cells and pop some of those air bubbles. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna try to lift it and show you. There's some really cool cells that popped up over there. Oh, I love that. Let's see if I can manage to keep them. Look at all those designs. Wow. I love when I just grab random colors that I would never think to put together, and then I throw them in a cup and I come out with something like this. It's just so cool. Okay, we are ready to start tilting. Oh, I need just a little more paint here to kiss those edges. Oh, it's a balance of not wanting to waste paint, but also not wanting to have too little and then later go, oh no, I should have done more because it didn't quite cover or it didn't move as far as I wanted it to. So let's see, kind of make sure we got a little bit of wet all over the canvas just so that it, oh no, it's starting to pull it away already. Just so there are no spots where it might have like a little speed bump when it's moving. Speed bumps are not fun in painting. At least I don't appreciate them. All right. So I think we have been patient. We are ready to start tilting. Okay. So I'm very slowly. This is where patience comes in. Gotta just, they talk about watching paint dry. I spend my days watching paint tilt. Watching paint move. If you go too quickly, it's going to stretch way far out, and then it will lose all of the great details. Oh my goodness. This is just really coming out so cool. That's another thing I love about this medium and about creating art is, just like in life, I can have the best plans and they don't necessarily always work out. And then I can say, okay, I'm just going to throw something together so that I can, get something created or get my creative juices flowing and get started and not really have a plan. And sometimes those turn out the best. And sometimes my plans, like in life, do not turn out so great. But I also love that it's a good reminder that I'm not necessarily in control. I can plan and I can guide. I can encourage the paint to do what I want it to do. But at the end of the day, the paint is going to go where the paint wants to go. Ooh. Okay, we'll get this other edge covered a little bit. Come on. Don't want to lose all of them. A part of me feels like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have gone over the edges. Maybe I should have kept it that round shape. But now is where I get to make a decision. Do I want to go towards the corners? I think I will a little bit, but I don't want to lose that really pretty lacing on the corners, so I'm just going to go a little bit. It's also interesting doing this for a camera because I'm trying to pay attention to what the camera's doing as well as what the paint is doing. Okay, go back a little. Okay, let's go back to that corner. I want it on the corner. Okay, there we go. Sorry for the glare. Again, garage is a great place to have my studio, but garage lighting is not necessarily the best. Okay, we're going to try to get this corner to come a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit. There we go. Let's go back. Sometimes, as an artist, I find that I get too excited and I go, wow, I wish I would have stopped earlier. And sometimes, it works out. And sometimes I feel like once it's dry, oh, I probably should have kept going. But again, just like anything with life, it's all learning and it's all experience. Oh, no, I don't want that blue to go away. Okay, so some of the art is in the tilting and in the figuring out what it's going to end up like. So for a moment, I'm going to let that think while I decide what I want to do with it and where I want it to go. Let's see if I can show you a little more. Zoom in a little. There we go. Well, stay tuned, and maybe I will show you what it looks like when I'm finished.